Welcome to Easy English Listening.
where you can improve your English through easy-to-follow conversations designed for background listening.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm Max. We are so glad you could join us today.
Yeah, absolutely. And remember, this is a no pressure zone. You can just have us on in the background while you're driving, doing the laundry, making dinner, whatever you're up to.
Right, you don't need a notebook. The whole idea is just to let your ears get used to natural, everyday English. You'll pick things up without even trying.
Exactly. So, Max, speaking of natural conversation, how was your weekend? Anything exciting?
Exciting might be a strong word. It was very chill, very relaxed. Watched a movie, went for a walk, the usual stuff. How about you?
Pretty much the same, actually, which got me thinking. You know, when someone asks, how was your weekend? It can feel a little hard to answer sometimes, right? Especially in a new language.
Oh, totally. Your mind just goes blank. You say, it was good, thanks. And then crickets, that awkward silence.
Right. And sometimes, even though you had a great weekend, you just don't know how to put it into words or to make it sound interesting.
Yes, so today we thought we'd fix that. We're going to share our top 10 easy topics you can use to talk about your weekend so you never have that awkward silence again.
I love this idea. Let's do it. So, kicking things off with number one, and honestly, this one never fails food.
Oh, always a winner. Food is like the universal topic. Everyone eats, everyone has opinions.
And people get very passionate about it.
Very passionate.
You can talk about a restaurant you tried or something you cooked at home. Like this weekend, I finally tried making those Korean corn dogs I've been seeing everywhere online.
No way, the ones with the cheese inside.
Yes, and the sugar on the outside.
Okay, how did it go?
It was chaotic. My kitchen looked like a crime scene. Flour everywhere, oil everywhere, but somehow they actually tasted good.
Honestly, that's a success.
I'll take it.
And see, that's already a great story. It's not just, I cooked. It becomes something interesting to share.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be complicated. You can say something simple like, I had the best tacos on Saturday.
And immediately people will ask, oh, where from or what kind?
And suddenly the conversation is flowing.
No awkward silence.
Exactly. Food saves the day again.
Simple, effective. Okay, what's our second topic, Emma?
All right, number two is another big one what you watched or read. So, movies, TV shows, YouTube videos, books.
Ah, yes, the question you can't go wrong with. Did you watch anything good this weekend?
Exactly. And this one is dangerous.
Yes, because once someone starts talking about a show they love, they don't stop.
That's true. Suddenly you're getting a full review, episode by episode.
With no spoilers, hopefully.
I finally started that show everyone's been talking about, the one set in the 1800s, and I told myself just one episode.
Let me guess, that didn't happen.
Not at all. I ended up watching 5 episodes in a row.
Ah, so you binged watched it.
Exactly. Binge watch means watching many episodes back to back in a short time.
I think everyone has done that at least once.
Or many times.
Or many times.
And this is such an easy topic. You can say something simple like, I watched a really good movie this weekend.
And immediately the other person will ask, oh, what was it about?
Or was it worth watching?
And that's where the conversation really starts.
People love giving recommendations.
They really do. It makes them feel like an expert.
And sometimes you discover something new to watch.
Or you realize you've both watched the same show.
And then suddenly, you're best friends. Instant connection.
Yes, and that's how deep conversations start, by talking about something you both are interested in.
Yes, so let's try it for real. I'll ask you, Max, did you watch anything good recently?
Yeah, I did actually. I watched the live-action One Piece.
Oh, I've heard so much about that. Was it good?
Honestly, I was surprised. I thought it might be a bit strange, but it was actually really fun to watch.
Okay, now I'm curious.
All right, now your turn. Emma, did you watch anything good recently?
Yes, I watched Love is Blind.
Of course you did.
Don't judge me, it's very entertaining.
I'm not judging, I'm just surprised.
It's one of those shows where you say just one episode, and suddenly it's 2 a.m.
Ah, so you binge watched it.
And there you go. That's a real simple conversation.
Perfect. So now we've got number 1, food. Number 2, what you watched. What's number 3?
Number 3 is a really nice one. Outdoor activities. You can ask, did you do anything outdoors over the weekend?
I like this one. It feels very refreshing.
Yeah, it immediately changes the mood of the conversation. It's not just about staying at home anymore.
Some other questions you can ask are, did you go out this weekend? Or did you go anywhere nice? Or how was your weekend? Was it a chill day or something more active?
Yeah, those are great. And the best part is, it can be anything, right? Not just something big or exciting.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be climbing a mountain or going on a long hike.
Yes, no need for anything extreme.
It can be something simple, like I went for a walk in the park, or I grabbed a coffee and sat outside for a while.
Oh, I actually did that this weekend. I went to a park near my house, got a coffee, and just sat on a bench and just watched the world go by.
That sounds really nice. What do you mean by watch the world go by?
It just means sitting there, relaxing, and watching people and everything happening around you without really doing anything.
That actually sounds very peaceful.
It was. No pressure, no rushing, just a quiet moment.
That sounds really peaceful.
It was. No phone, no distractions, just sitting there watching people walk by.
That's nice. Sometimes those simple moments are the best part of the weekend.
Exactly. And when you share something like that, it paints a picture.
Right, the other person can imagine it and respond with something like, oh, that sounds so relaxing.
Or they might say, I should do that too. I've been stuck indoors all week.
Yes, and now the conversation keeps going naturally.
You know, Max, I love going to the park, putting down a mat, and just lying there, doing nothing, just looking at the sky.
That sounds amazing, but knowing me, I'd lie down, look at the sky, and then start thinking about what to eat next.
Honestly, that still counts as a good outdoor activity.
True, as long as you're outside, it counts.
All right, let's move on to number 4.
Number 4 is hobbies and personal projects.
Ooh, I like this one. This is where the conversation gets a bit more personal.
Yeah, it's not just about what you did, it's about what you enjoy doing.
Exactly. Maybe you've been baking, learning a new language, drawing, or even trying out something you saw online.
Or attempting one of those trending recipes.
Yes, the ones that look super easy until you actually try them.
You could say something like, I spent a few hours baking cookies this weekend, or I tried making that viral matcha cake I saw online.
And then you can add what happened, whether it was a success or a complete disaster.
Honestly, sometimes the disaster stories are more interesting.
Definitely. People love hearing those.
Yes, do you know why I suggested this topic, Emma? Because I tried baking something this weekend.
Okay, what did you make?
I tried making brownies, and they looked great on the outside,
That sounds promising.
but when I cut into them, the inside was still liquid.
So, more like chocolate soup?
Exactly. Not what I was going for.
But still, that's a great story to share.
Yeah, and that's the point. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Right. You can say, I tried baking, or I've been learning how to.
Even small things are interesting, and it gives the other person something to ask about.
Like, oh, how did it turn out? Or was it difficult?
And just like that, the conversation keeps going.
All right, so that's hobbies and personal projects. What's next?
Number 5 is the opposite of being busy. It's talking about relaxing and doing nothing.
Yes, this is so important. It's perfectly fine to say, honestly, I just took it easy this weekend.
It really is. You can say I had a lazy Sunday morning, or I caught up on sleep. That's a good phrase, to catch up on something, which means to do something you didn't have time for before.
And most people will say, that sounds amazing. I wish I did that. Everyone understands the need to just recharge.
Speaking of recharging, all this talk about relaxing weekends makes me think of the perfect lazy day food, pizza.
Oh, 100%. The ultimate I'm not cooking today meal.
Okay, quick debate. Thin crust or deep dish pizza?
Oh, easy, thin crust. It's all about the crunch and the balance of toppings. By the way, for listeners who don't know what a deep dish pizza is, Deep dish is basically a pizza that is baked in a deep pan. It's so thick, it's almost like a pie.
What? No way. Deep dish is a cheesy, saucy masterpiece. It's a full experience. You're telling me you prefer a crispy biscuit cracker with a little bit of cheese on it?
That is a terrible description of thin crust pizza. Okay, we're getting off topic. We could talk about this all day.
You're right. Back to the list. What's number 6?
Okay, number 6 is the not so fun but very relatable stuff, chores and errands.
Yes, the reality of the weekend for most of us.
Exactly. It sounds boring, but it's super easy to talk about. I had to do a bunch of grocery shopping, or I spent all Saturday cleaning my apartment.
Right, and people will completely understand. They'll probably say, ugh, me too. It's a moment of shared experience, even if it's about something boring.
Totally. Okay, on to a more cheerful one. Number 7, meeting up with friends or family.
This is a great one. It brings in other people and stories. You could say I had coffee with a friend, or I went to my parents' house for dinner.
Mm-hmm. It lets you share a little about your life without getting too personal. It's a safe and friendly topic. For example, I met my friend for a walk on Saturday, and we hadn't seen each other in ages, so it was nice to just catch up.
There's that phrase again, to catch up. We should say it means to share the latest news about your lives.
Good point. So, yes, catching up with friends, a perfect weekend topic.
Okay, let's recap our topics so far. We have covered 7. Number 1, food. Number 2, interesting shows. Number 3, outdoor activities. Number 4, hobbies and personal projects. Number 5, relaxing and doing nothing. Number 6, chores and errands. Number 7, meeting up with friends and family. What about number 8?
Number 8 is a really fun one, a new discovery. This could be anything.
Ooh, I like this. What kind of discovery are we talking about?
It could be something small, like a new coffee shop in your neighborhood, a cafe you didn't know existed.
Or a new podcast you started listening to? Us, hopefully.
Or even a song you randomly heard and now you can't stop playing it.
Yes, those are the best, when you discover something by accident.
And then suddenly it becomes your favorite thing.
Exactly. You could say something like, I found this really nice bakery near my house.
Yes, interesting, Max. I found this really good bubble tea shop recently.
Oh, what did you get?
They have this matcha milk tea with chewy tapioca pearls. It's been trending everywhere lately.
That already sounds really good.
It is. It's smooth, not too sweet, and the pearls are super soft. I've been going back almost every other day.
Okay, now I want to try it.
See? That's exactly how these conversations work.
Right, and immediately people will ask things like, where is it? Or what did you order?
And now you're sharing recommendations again.
I think people love this topic because it feels positive.
Yes, you're sharing something new and exciting.
It also shows you're paying attention to the world around you.
And sometimes you help someone discover something new too.
Exactly. It becomes a shared experience.
All right, we're almost at the end. What's number 9?
Number 9 is a fun one, funny or unexpected moments. Okay, this one is dangerous because once you start telling the story, it can go on for a while.
That's true. But it doesn't have to be a big story.
Exactly. Even a small moment works. Something like, my cat did the funniest thing yesterday.
Or something simple, like I waved back at someone and they weren't actually waving at me.
Oh no.
You know that moment? You're halfway through the wave and then you realize,
And you just slowly turn it into fixing your hair or something?
yes, trying to pretend it never happened.
That is painful.
Or even worse, I once wore 2 different shoes without realizing.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they were both black, but completely different designs.
No way.
I only noticed when someone pointed it out halfway through the day.
That's actually impressive.
Not in a good way.
That's the kind of story people remember.
Exactly. It's small, a bit embarrassing, but very relatable.
And usually the other person will say, that happened to me too.
Then they share their story,
And suddenly you're both laughing.
which is the best kind of conversation.
So don't be afraid to share small, funny, or unexpected moments.
Sometimes those are the most memorable ones.
It really is. Okay, bring us home, Emma. What's the final topic, number 10?
Number 10 is about looking forward. something they are looking forward to.
Oh, that's a nice one. So instead of talking about the past, you're talking about the future.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be anything big. You can say something like, I'm really looking forward to trying a new restaurant this week.
Or I have a short trip coming up.
Or even, I'm trying out a new High Rocks gym this week.
Oh, wow, that sounds intense.
Yeah, it's a type of fitness training that's been getting really popular. It looks challenging, but I'm excited to try it.
That's a great example. Or something simple like, I'm excited for the weekend already.
Very real.
And at the end of the weekend, a lot of people are already thinking about the week ahead.
Right. You can also say, I'm looking forward to trying that new viral dessert shop, or I will be busy researching on my next holiday.
That's a really good one. It's really positive and gets you looking forward to the next week ahead. Yeah, and that's all 10. Number 1, food. Number 2, interesting shows. Number 3, outdoor activities. Number 4, hobbies and personal projects. Number 5, relaxing and doing nothing. Number 6, chores and errands. Number 7, meeting friends and family. Number 8, a new discovery. Number 9, funny or unexpected moments. And number 10, something they are looking forward to.
Wow, that's a fantastic list. You really don't have to have an amazing, action-packed weekend to have something interesting to say.
Not at all. It's all about sharing the small, simple parts of your life. That's what conversation is all about.
Well, that feels like a good place to start wrapping up. I hope that list helps some of you out there feel a bit more confident.
So maybe later today or tomorrow, you could try thinking about your last weekend. Just pick one of those topics and say a sentence about it out loud.
You don't have to talk to anyone, just practice for yourself. Remember that every little bit of practice, every small step really does add up over time.
And please know that we'll be here with you, little by little, on your English journey.
We would love to hear from you. In the comments, just leave a simple answer. What is one thing you did last weekend that you really enjoyed?
Yeah, let us know. We read and reply to every single comment, and it always makes our day to hear from our listeners.
That's all from us for this episode of Easy English Listening. I'm Emma.
And I'm Max. Thanks for listening, and have a wonderful day.
Goodbye now.